My name is Dickerson-Lemieux, and in the fall of 2014, I traveled to Bodh Gaya, India to participate in the Antioch Buddhist Studies program. I didn't really know what I was getting myself into. I had a vague idea of where I was staying, and I knew the names of my classes, but everything else was mostly unknown. When I arrived at the monastery where I would spend my next few months, I immediately fell sick, and in my weakness, I realized how extreme my next few months might be. I was thousands of miles away from my school friends at Ohio Wesleyan and my family in Chicago. If I fell ill, I would just have to deal with it. If I was unhappy, I would have to find a way to move past it. This was the first of many realizations I had when I was in India. Since we were studying Buddhism and surrounded by a totally different culture, my classmates and I were encouraged to reflect. Every day brought a new lesson about myself and the world. I learned many things while I was in India. In India, I discovered if I feel supported, I stop feeling afraid of even my worst fears, which meant that I had to learn to rely on people, which I found to be just as challenging and noble as learning to be independent. In India, I learned that I don't always need words to communicate. I also learned that I don't need alcohol, drugs, music, or technology in order to have fun. In India, I didn't have to pretend to be anyone other than myself because I found being truly connected to others meant being honest about who I am. I found that religion is not inherently irrational. It is important for the understanding of the human experience. Through observation, I discovered poverty to be far more convoluted and fathomless than I could have ever imagined. India is a chaotic and humming country, and sometimes the only peace I could find was within myself. Through the exploration of my peace of mind, I found that happiness doesn't have to be complicated, and neither does love. I loved my time in India, and I learned so much, but I know I will never truly be able to understand it. It left me with more questions than ever before, but also I have more motivation to seek out the answers.